Morning, everyone. As you can see, we got the Ghostly Glades tournament this week. This will be a rookie guide for that tournament, and hopefully the sound works this week. I'm going back to the DU recorder. I used the iOS recorder on the last tournament, and I guess that makes the videos in a format that YouTube doesn't accept the sound with, so I'll go back to the DU recorder this week. Of one quick note is all the balls that are coming back. I don't know that these will necessarily be very helpful balls for the rookie division, but the eyeball and the dead ball and the mummy ball, those are all going to be great balls for like expert and master divisions. So you may be playing rookie at the moment, but if you do plan on playing those divisions later on down the road, this may be a good time to stock up on some of these balls. The dead ball is probably one of the most important balls in the game, so it may not hurt to get your hands on a few of those if you can. So for rookie division, hole number 1, I'm going to stick with the rocket shot, which is what I used last time we played this hole in tournament. Rocket and a Titan. And those should be the only two balls, or two pieces of equipment you need for hole number 1. Assuming the wind is the same, which I'm assuming it is. Pretty similar there. So I'm going to go full backspin and full left spin here. And I believe it's going to be roughly 1.2, 1.3 per ring. So with 4 miles an hour of wind, that's going to be about 3 rings. So if I stretch that up, it's going to look something like that. So I don't think I need any overpower at all. So I'm just going to use some curl, normal power, and see how that works out. So pretty good right there. Easy eagle. That's all we're wanting on hole number 1. As you can see, starting off with a really short par 4. This course is very, very short. I think in rookie division, I'm thinking at least hole 1 and number 4, 1 and 4, you're gonna want to eagle every single time. So that's what, minus 14 as a minimum. So yeah, if you're gonna want to win this tournament, I think it's gonna take at least a minus 28, I think. So I'm not going to qualify in rookie today. I'm not sure if I'm going to play pro or rookie. I'll have to see what the pro wins look like tomorrow. But I will make a pro guide tomorrow with the same account. So I'm going to go ahead and forfeit out for today. Hole number 2. I think I'm just going to stick with the same bag the whole way through. I'll switch this to a quarterback, but I think this will probably be my bag the rest of the way through, just because, like I said, this course is so short. Hole number 2, I'm thinking Navigator should be fine. Probably Navigator and Backbone. I haven't played this hole yet from the first tee. Okay, so that looks like it works pretty well. I will use a Quasar for the side spin. So maybe one backspin and full left spin. This is like 1.5 per ring. So I'm going to play about 2 rings and use some curl to bring it back over to the left. As you can see there, I wasn't putting my ball guide too close to the rough there. I'd rather use a little bit of curl to get it back over to the left instead of getting super aggressive and taking the risk of clipping that rough. Ideally, we'd like to make a hole-in-one on this hole, but definitely want to get the birdie at the very least. But looks like one backspin and full left spin is pretty close to being about the right spin for that shot. And our opponent's playing pretty much the same shot. Looks like he used a little bit more backspin than we did. I think he used about 1.5, so I think 1's just about right. So moving on to hole number 3, I'm gonna stick with the same bag. So it's a par 5, as you can see, and we want the quarterback for the curl on the drive, and we want the Viper for the accuracy on the second shot. So I don't think we can change balls from here. So I want to go Navigator to cut down the wind a little bit. So the reason I'm bringing quarterback as my driver for this hole is because it has 100 accuracy. So as you can see, you got a pretty narrow landing zone for your first bounce, and then you want to be able to curl it back over to the right for all the bounces after that. As you can see, our opponent does take another route there, which is also a good route if you feel comfortable going that way. The backspin shot with the extra mile. So go full top spin and right spin. And we're not quite at max club, but I'm going to go ahead and play 4 rings anyways. And we want to curl the ball back to the right. And really our only goal here is to land on this fairway. I'm not trying to get super far down there or anything like that. I just want to put myself on this fairway and give myself an easy eagle, but also give myself a look, or give myself a chance at making the albatross. So that's the reason I'm using quarterback on this hole. Just makes getting eagle very simple and routine. So for our albatross shot here, I think we're probably going to go full backspin and left spin. Maybe not full backspin, we probably don't have enough distance for that. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we do. So as you can see, may have been better to bring a Quasar here to get a little more side spin, but gonna do something like that, and then I think this club is still roughly 2 per ring, so I'm gonna go 2 rings. And since we don't have enough side spin, I'm gonna curl it a little bit. Let's see if that's any close or not. Not too bad. So, as you can see, give ourselves a good chance for the albatross there. But, really easy eagle is all I'm really trying to get there. So, that's 2 eagles through the first 3 holes. So, that'll put us at what, 5 under? And no one in our group has managed that quite yet. Hole number 4. Tempted. I'm tempted to maybe use extra mile, but I think quarterback will be fine. We may just have to use a Titan to get to where we want to get. But I'll just have to see. With the quarterback, we'll be able to get an easy birdie. I'm not sure if we can reach where we want to reach to get the good eagle chance or not, though. We'll have to see. And it looks like, oh wow, it looks like Rookie Division, you're going to have a chance to go straight over to the green, but there is a couple of trees right there that looks like you could bounce off of and into the water. Wow. This should be pretty interesting. You may land in the bunker, though. Ooh. So I'm thinking we can still make it past those trees down there. So, looks like I got 3 rings ahead, so I'm only going to adjust 2 rings, just so I can try to land farther down that fairway. And then I need to use some curl as well. Just to keep the ball away from the bunker. Okay, yeah, so even if you only have 3 topspin on your quarterback, it is enough, but I'd probably advise to use a club that has at least 4 topspin there, so you don't have to get as aggressive towards the end of the fairway as I did. But we did make it to the opening, and that will give us a shot at making another eagle, which will be the 3rd eagle in the first first 4 holes. So I'm going to try to do the thorn backspin shot here. And it looks like we're going to be about medium distance. So I'm going to go full backspin and 1 left spin. Ooh, it's a pretty bumpy landing zone. So maybe 2 left spin. And then I'm going to put the ball guide just a little bit long of the hole. And medium distance, it's about 3 per ring. So I'm going to go 1.5 rings. And we'll see if that works at all or not. Oh, close. So if you have a thorn that has max backspin, you'll be able to better execute that shot than I did, but you can see just right here how wavy this green is, so gonna be difficult to make that shot, but definitely would be easier if you have 100 backspin. As you can see, I was lacking a bar or two of backspin there, and it may have gone in had I had that extra bar. So hole number 5. Go Quasar here. And I believe the Viper should work just fine for this hole, from what I remember. And I believe what I'd done in the past in this hole is full backspin, full right spin. So I'm going to try something like this. So 3 backspin, full right spin, and the second bounce is about midway into the fringe. And then 2 per ring. So I'm going to so about 1.5 rings. And then a little bit of curl as well. Just to help get the ball back over towards the hole. Oh no. Dang it. So I adjusted about 1.5 rings. I probably needed maybe 2 rings. Just to give myself that little bit more distance, but that looks pretty good. Other than that, though, I did hit a great ball, so maybe I didn't even need as much curl as I used. So we'll go ahead and head to hole number 6, which is our second par 5. And I'm going to stick with the same bag. I think this bag just works really good for this tournament. So hole number 6, you can see it's a par 5, and the 2 clubs I'm going to need are going to be the quarterback and the Viper. So I'm going to go with Navigator here just to knock the wind down a little bit. And what I'm going to do is use all my top spin and side spin. And I'm going to aim somewhere around here. Sort of looking like an aim to the right. I'm going to play 4 rings here. And it looks like I'm aimed to the right, but I'm going to curl it back to the left, my quarterback. So I actually should end up in the middle of the fairway. Which works pretty good right there. As you can see, there's 2 bushes up there now. I'll check, but I don't think they're in play. I think they're just there to kind of distract you. But I don't think they can actually catch your ball. But I will hover over them and see if they are in play or not. So let's see if they're in play or not. Yeah, so it doesn't look like these bushes are in play. But I want to go one backspin here. And I want to line up straight at the hole. And then I'll go a little bit over 2 rings from there. Because this club is 2 per ring. And I'm not going to make the albatross there since I didn't hit perfect ball. So, definitely got to hit your perfect ball if you're gonna make a long shot like that. So, a little bit disappointing there, but we will get the easy eagle. As you can see, our opponent here has a sniper. If you do have a sniper, especially like level 7 or above, definitely bring that because you'll have the full ball guide, and you can aim the ball guide directly in the cup. And with this wind direction right here, as long as you make the correct adjustment and hit perfect ball, you should make the albatross. So. And getting very close there, as you can see. So we'll move on to hole number 7. And I'm really not sure how to play hole number 7. It's just kind of a really strange hole. So you can see there's a couple of different fairways you can go for. I'll probably go to the left fairway, but it just doesn't give you a very good chance at eagle, just because the fairway is so bumpy, or the green is so bumpy coming from that direction. But I will go ahead and play it that way. Hopefully someone will find a better way to play it than this, but this will at least show you how to get an easy birdie. So we'll stick with the navigator here. And we'll go full topspin. Go 4 rings. And just try to hit perfect ball. So this is going to give us a shot into the green on our second shot, but as you'll see, it's not the best shot in the world. The green up here is really bumpy. Yeah. So if you do have an extra mile 6 and like a berserker ball or something like that, I imagine you can probably drive the green. I don't know how many people that are playing rookie will have that type of equipment, but judging from where that guy was lined up, it looks like it definitely would be possible. So for our second shot here, we're kind of at mid club, so I'm going to play 2 per ring instead of 1.5. So that kind of looks decent. We'll see. Like I said, 2 per ring. So I'm going to go 2 rings. And see if that gets anywhere close at all or not. That's not bad, actually. A long iron with a little more backspin, like your Saturn. If you're gonna go this direction, this would probably be helpful. As you can see there, I used all the backspin that I have, and just wasn't quite enough. If you use a club with a little more topspin on the drive, you can get farther down here like our opponent did. But it really just doesn't give you much more of an advantage, just because the green is so bumpy. And you can see how his ball landed right there. So, still on pace for minus 13 if we wouldn't have forfeited any of these holes. Hole 8 is going to be this short little par 3. And I'm going to go with the same clubs. I think we should be able to use our iron clubs. One club that would obviously be very good on this hole is the Guardian. So we'll see how this works out right here. But if you want a sure thing birdie, Guardian would definitely be one way to go. And as you can see, I'm kind of in between clubs right here. Oh wow, still am. So I'm gonna have to kind of wing this one, but I think it's gonna be about one topspin. And the reason I know it's roughly one topspin is because I've played this from the second tee with like a sniper, and it plays about 1.5 backspin, and there's usually like a two backspin difference in between clubs. So if you use 4 backspin on a driver, you only need to use 2 backspin on a wood, or no backspin on a long iron. So that's kind of how I was estimating one topspin right there. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend that shot at all. Bring the Guardian and like a Navigator or something, and use your full backspin and put the second or third bounce right at the hole and adjust from there. So nothing too useful from that hole. So we will go on to the last hole now, and the last hole is going to be very important. I think it's going to be the most difficult hole to eagle out of the 3 par 5s. So my big dog is 2.5 per ring, and I think that's really all we need is our big dog and our big dog and our quarterback. So I am going to go for this little middle island right here. Since I have a quarterback, I'm going to do a little bounce shot. And basically all I'm trying to do is safely get myself over there, just to the left of that first bunker and to the right of the rough over there. Just make sure I'm in the fairway. That's really all I'm going for. And then from there, with my big dog, I should easily be able to make it to the green. So that's the game plan. Very good shot there. So I'm going to go maybe one topspin and get my ball guide where it's just getting over the rough there. And then adjust my 2.5 rings. And the good thing about quarterback is you can afford to hit a great ball like that. Unfortunately, it did come up a little bit short, but I think we should still be able to reach the green just fine. Well played shot from our opponent there. As you can see, if you can get farther up on the drive, it does give you a better shot to make the albatross. I'm not too worried about the albatross. I just want to make a nice easy eagle. So I'm going to go about 3 topspin right here. And try to land somewhere up in here. So I'm going to use about this much overpower. And some curl. To try to sort of bring the ball back towards the hole. I got kind of a funny bounce. I don't think it should have rolled out that far, but nonetheless, it is up there near the green. But definitely try to hit a little bit better drive than I hit. And that shouldn't be a problem at all. You shouldn't need any overpower. And less topspin, which will obviously make that easier as well. Let's see if we can just dunk this. So, there you go. So there's minus 13 for the rookie division. And not really even too stressful. Really would like to get number 4. If we can get number 4, that gets us minus 14 and minus 28 for the weekend round if we can get it both times. And I think that maybe, that'll probably be good enough to win, honestly, minus 28. So that would be my goal for sure. We got one guy here on pace for minus 12. One on pace for minus 13. Nothing too special other than that, though. So, not too bad there. So, hopefully you'll find some of these shots helpful. As I said, not too stressful of a minus 13 right there, so hopefully you guys can just rinse and repeat. But I think that's about it, so good luck with your rounds, guys.